Hello, fellow Star Voyagers, welcome back. And it's Friday. We have a great big game, really, to start today. We started yesterday, technically. We didn't really get to do much. So, welcome back.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long,
I know.
but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Sounds so dramatic. I listened to all the tapes yesterday. It's possible that they're going to show
job offers Diamond
as
Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to
new.
consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value
Oh, they're all
target
clear?
elimination.
Yeah.
Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone.
Not until the pain
The
is
future
gone.
of Diamond Dogs
This
is
is
in
we're
your
gonna be going a
hands.
long time.
We're counting on you, boss.
Counting on you. So that was neat. We got another. Must have been for the S rank. Ground Zeroes. Played Ground Zeroes yesterday before starting Phantom Pain. Somewhat to my surprise, pulled off an S rank in the main mission. Wasn't really expecting, and I think that's what unlocked this version of the sneaking suit. So many different versions, but this one is mine. No, it's good. Good.
Message for you,
Hello,
Commander.
Jake.
Just came in over secure
It's
channel.
all right, man. It's all right. Thank you. Cheers. Good to see you. No worries. Oh, thank you, sir, for all your support. It's all right if you're lurking, if you're absent, if you come and go as you please. Thank you for coming back around at all, man. Cheers. Hope you're doing all right out there. You're apologizing for not being as active. I should be apologizing for not being as active. It's weird to hear other people do that. But yeah, we don't have to listen to all those tapes today. We wrapped up listening to all those tapes yesterday. It is Friday, right? Okay, good. So early game missions is what we're going to be doing today. We don't even have side ops open yet. Hero's Way. Eliminate the Spetsnaz detachment commander secretly involved in the Scorched Earth operation in Afghanistan. The target and his recon unit have occupied Shago village and are ready to meet in assault. It's been 2 years since I played this game, so all these will be familiar, but my brain will be lying to me. It will be telling me things, true and false things, as I play about where stuff is and what to do, and it'll be fun to learn all over again. Bit of a mess yesterday. And you're welcome to suggest things too. Basic tips. Don't you know, Jay? Didn't you do this before? Yeah, I've probably forgotten. So those are cool. And anything else, whatever. All systems go. Could land closer to the palace, but either way, we're heading to the Shago. That's right, the loadouts. We can set 3 different loadouts. We could have it could be whatever we want. We can have a light, a heavy, something else. A stealth, heavy weapons, or combinations. We don't have that many weapons yet. Select equipment, select buddy. So far, it's D-Horse or bust. The bonds. That's right, we have to build up bonds with our buddies. In part required to unlock more equipment for them. Start off with nothing. Don't expect me to fly through this game. I hope I don't end up rushing, because I want to play in a sandbox, and a sandbox we've got. We don't need to go in with a vehicle, but we can. Character, eventually I want to play with some... we can choose combat unit members. We don't have a combat unit yet. Okay? Eventually we'll have a combat unit, and we can choose combat unit members. In terms of visibility, we might have better choices than the sneaking suit we just developed. What do we get from that version? And it's that the naked snake. Yeah. In addition to noise dampening souls, high strength aramid weave that offers superb damage resistance. About the orange stripes. What do you think about the orange stripes? Anyways, we got, I'll probably want the damage resistance. Lock 6, hello! Greetings! Alright, primary weapons. The more things we take, or the more advanced items we take, the more cost there is per deployment. Don't need to worry too much about it now, and we're sitting on, I think, funds from having this connected to the online servers and having accumulated funds before. I believe those are available to us somehow, so we're not hurting for funds, even at the beginning of the game. Or maybe I'm wrong and those funds are all segregated, but I don't know. Let's not mess with that. Shotgun. Developed a few things yesterday. Take 2 primary and not 2 secondary, but really the arm is one of them. Take a sidearm that isn't the tranq pistol, but for now, the only tranq we've got. Transcoding? Excellent. I've got transcoding. You can really start burning through your funds by putting too many expensive, fancy items into your basic loadout. You go to run missions where, you know, if your basic loadout has C4 in it and 12 other things, and you're just going to grab someone, you're throwing away money. So, tell you what, before I overdo any of this, let's keep this loadout 1 really trim. I'm gonna go back and do we even want to take both? Sniper doesn't have a suppressor. We're gonna try and stay quiet. The MRS has a suppressor. Please, anyone who knows proper nomenclature, knows how to correctly pronounce certain gun names, where sometimes it's an abbreviation or sometimes it's something else. I'm not great with my guns, so feel free to correct me, encourage me. I encourage you to tell me how to say things correctly. Did I finally get that out right? Let's not bring the sniper, the basic loadout. Let's keep it the way it is, but I want to mess with secondary and support, and then I want to kind of leave this as a light loadout. We'll upgrade and add to it later. I want to make 2 and 3 more specialized. What am I doing there? That's good. Support. Hand grenade. Basic hand grenade, yes. Also smoke grenade, maybe? That's 400. Do we really want both in a basic loadout? Maybe. Smoke grenade, distractions is good. Somewhere we can see on the other screen what it takes to deploy with them. The cost to deploy. There is, lower left. GMP 400 and then resources, 10 of something. Some of them don't have a resource cost, smoke grenades do. 10 of whatever that is, I don't recognize them yet. If we want anything else, we don't need to bring C4 in a standard loadout, but I think I'll add it to another one. Yeah, throwing weapons, placed weapons. In the magazines, you have an unlimited number of empty magazines to throw as a distraction. Phantom cigar. Not messing with that. Bring it. Cardboard box. We've got one so far. Desert coloring. Night vision goggles. Sure. Really nothing else for us to bring right now. We get off the
Message
hook
coming
easy.
Patching it through.
Pika, thank you for the host. Greetings. Hi. We've got our rank 1 everything. Okay, I'm gonna prep loadout 2, and then I think we're just gonna take loadout 1. We're gonna add the sniper. This will just be a heavier loadout. There's still not much to add to it. Just refamiliarizing myself with menus more than anything. And the flare, is the flare to call down fallen support helicopter. Okay, eventually. Alright, heavy loadout. B4. Okay, they're hardly different. You can deploy 0600, 1800, I don't think that changes, or whatever time it is. And Pika, hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you. You too. Had a good enough week. Get a weekend. Here's it's Friday. I should have taken some Advil or something. I am sore. Oh, good.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
And we got nighttime. And I'm switching sides so that you can see ammunition. It's disorienting for me because like, this is my right hand. So you see I've got a mirror image, and it's actually better for me to have the mirror. It's less disorienting for me if I have the mirror. Oh well.
Be careful down there, boss.
So we want to start building up a bond with D-Horse.
We can use compounds from plants to
I
make
don't know how to
medicine
turn
or
those
poison for
things
use in
off.
new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too. toxin. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
The plants and resources would obtain. Oh, we've already been down there. That symbol, common metal. That was what the smoke grenades took. 10 common metal, as well as some cost. Down the road. Just kind of heading a straight line. I wish I'd rolled in an 0600. Could use some light. Even though this is our very first mission, we also want to keep an eye out for little puppy D-Dog. Anybody sees a wolf pup?
Yeah.
All right, Phantom Cigar, because, damn. What do I need here? Told you I had to relearn how to play. Where is everything? How do you report midway through? Mia, hi! Just wanted to say hi before crawling into bed. Did some yard work. Moved a lot of dirt. Holy shit, 30 bags of sand and stone. Why? No idea, I have so many muscles, and you're done. Done sounds good. Sleep well. Sleep well. Freaks me out how quickly D-Horse accelerates. There's no canter, right? I mean, what would you call this? Is this a canter? Maybe that's a canter. To dismount to gather. Thank you. Good job on all the work too. I still don't understand why you did this, but good job. That's like a ton of work. Ah, okay, I do remember this place. Lots of things will come back. We spent so much time in this game, even though it was years ago. Well, it'll come back. Probably have to screw everything up to learn things all over again, but that's how we learn. As for the whole not remembering, well... Some of these missions have objectives.
Start by heading for Deshago Calais. Check your map for the
Including
location.
finding, like,
The target is
plants on the
camped out
way.
in that village, dressed as an ordinary soldier.
Don't know which missions. Do we have any idea of... Just to eliminate the Spetsnaz commander, but you can see there are 4 other objectives. That's a good reason, but But and all the bags of stuff? Why, I really have nothing marked, nothing shows up. I don't have anything marked. The enemies aren't in line of sight. Okay, for orientation's sake. There they are. Sorry, everything's reversed for me over here. You can kind of see things that have been marked, even from a pretty good distance, but they're subtle. Without that white box, I was panning around and not even seeing them there.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
I did not bring C4, which would be useful for taking out... Although we can use grenades, we can even shoot them. In fact, I might be able to use the suppressed MRS to take out some of their equipment without making noise. But C4, planting C4 and then waiting to detonate it. So a more strategic opportunity. You're about to get spotted. One example. You draw everyone's attention to a loud diversion. There's ladder inside. You're in a... That looks weird. The ladder inside that building. Start taking out the lookouts. You would wait until night to attack. I deliberately rolled it from night till daytime because I wanted to be able to see. And yes, I have, whoa, night vision goggles. So what you're saying makes sense. Your peripheral vision sucks, dude.
Talk.
He speaks Russian.
Oh, that's
All
right.
we need is an
He
interpreter.
speaks Russian.
The
We
main
don't have an
principle of
interpreter yet.
intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation.
Oh, we can start Fultoning people. Yay! This is the first mission where we have a Fulton. Alright, we'll just put him out here for a second. I didn't need to knock him out permanently if we're... Can we see anything about their skills yet? At the beginning, what can we find out about this guy? Nothing? Yeah, Jake, I gotta learn to play all over again.
Processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Made that mistake at the foot of many ladders. Instead of pushing Y to climb the ladder, I've accidentally hit A. And then I stand up. Like, damn it, Snake. I push A and stand up and make noise when I'm meaning to quietly just climb up a ladder. It's anything but quiet. Now, Fultons can be spotted. We're pretty far from the others. Get burned anyways. We'll see.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I am assuming direct control.
Having control issues here. Impressive lack of peripheral vision on that dude. Wait till you see mine. How are you, man? Here's to you and yours. Oh, he didn't even hear me fall, right?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Now, if I destroy this now, they'll notice, won't they? The suppressor is going to be ruined very quickly. if I do it this way. Suppressors.
So your
gone.
suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you
Well,
have
that
to
plan
shoot,
failed.
be careful.
Can't destroy those things. No, can't just take them out. Can't just unplug the sucker. Would I have been better to shoot the dish? I have shot the dish and destroyed it. Obviously a grenade or some C4, but... Oh, and we got fast travel points. Forgotten all about those. We can grab little, we grab those from these orange platforms, and we can get deliveries in cardboard boxes to different points. Blow up making sound and fireworks. Even if you just pepper the dish with bullets. Yeah, we're doing this at high noon. Full sun. I thought he was turning. Go wide. What? We've got lookouts in the other... Alright, my plan sucks. Don't mind me. Got someone coming down the road from up here. And... let's go. I was gonna take out the lookouts. Titan is under cover of noon wearing dark black clothes. That is correct. Alright, I spend a lot of time these days trying to divide by 0. Go further. Like, that's faster than choking them out. 55 meters there, might see the Fulton extraction.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The one thing this dark suit does do, even at high noon, is it muffles my footsteps. Is a sneaking suit. Let's test that a little bit. I'm not going to slow down as I approach him. Okay, but we're getting into someone else's line of sight. Well, damn. Let's check for resources in this other tower here. I don't think there would be resources up top, and there was no lookout on this one, right? Should we double check? Didn't mark anybody. And if we take out a few more guys and Fulton them, then we could just go destroy the equipment. Grenades and destroy the equipment. If we can't pick a few more off. Ooh. Tower will see that. guess is someone else has line of sight on him. Try just dropping him and see if someone comes. Actually, that wasn't the one I expected to see him. Huh. Damn. Shit. I wish I wasn't such an awful fucking shot sometimes. Panic shooter is really what it is. 66 meters. I think he'll see the Fulton, but I tried anyway. 60 meters, he's getting even closer. Someone's gonna see something suspicious at some point. What do you think it is? 50 meters? What about indoors?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Sandstorm. Excellent.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
We can't Fulton him right here. When the sandstorm's gone, we can. A little ways away. In case he has to stay here for a little while. Might have been in his neck. I hope that counts as a headshot. Keeps him out. Shouldn't just go zerging in, even though we got a sandstorm. Turn off the power. That poses its own problems. Bust through the window. But, that makes noise. Should be clear. 90% chance. Don't die! Shit, somebody finally saw. I want the tape, man.
He's coming too.
Is that not the tape?
Roger that.
Shit. I was having a nice little sneak there. Cormax, hello. You never finished this one. Well, even though the... Ew. I guess we didn't have any good... So much for that checkpoint. As well have started the mission over. Ew. We're right at the beginning. Yuck. Did you just restart the mission? Start the fucking mission. We're just down the road from where the mission started. Anyways, with retries in 10 minutes. I'm not trying to get us fancy ranks. I'm not going to S rank very much stuff. Not really trying to. But I do like trying to do things clean. And I may have just frozen the game too. See if it kicks back in. You like Jack's strategy? Think it's still gonna like drop us on the ground and then kick in?
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
The thing I want to remember to do when we're done with missions is not call in the helicopter. Not really. I'm gonna try playing the game as a mass murderer. Only 5 minutes here and there. Not my style. And part of why I hit the checkpoint so knee-jerk responsively is because I want to. I don't want boom, boom, boom. I really don't want loud thumping music and explosions everywhere constantly. I want to sneak.
Be careful down there, boss.
Quiet, good. I want quiet. At least I don't want loud thumping, hysterical. It's just. Oh, why would I go the long way? No. You heard barking, right? Tell me I'm not the only one who heard barking. It wouldn't be D-Dog already, would it?
Yeah.
Gotta be. Where's that barking? Is that D-Dog? Is he that small?
Boss, stop.
Hi. Well, damn, he was tiny. I forgot how small he was. Walking Dead, good evening. Good evening. In chat, Yankee Swordsman, hello! The Tropic family. Cheers, you guys. Theme. Yeah, dog. You're all well on a Friday. Saw another pair of feet. But you could probably hear them drop. Marked the guy on the far side quickly enough. Lemore dead. Not dead.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Early game, Fulton, everything. Everyone.
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Are you sending them to heaven? I am. Outer heaven. Nice. Well played. So I want to learn again. What triggers checkpoints? Is it? I mean, lots of things can trigger checkpoints, I'm sure, but can I cross, like, checkpoint? We just hit a checkpoint. So we won't get thrown back to the beginning. All those things that we sent back, including D-Dog and the materials, they're saved, they're locked in. Not sure if I were to restart the whole mission, but as long as I checkpoint, we're good there. Is there a way to artificially... I know there's no save midway through a mission. Fuck. Oh? Checkpoint? I was not looking, just talking. Is there a way to sort of artificially force a checkpoint in a mission? I guess you could by walking far enough away that it checkpoints and then walking back to the mission area. So that checkpoint we got was just 100 yards down the road. Alright. Yours you stay. More than 100 yards. Much later in the game, we're at the very beginning, but much later in the game, there will be a series of missions that are repeats of existing missions, but with different rule sets, more difficult rule sets. Some of them will have total stealth rule sets. As bad as I might be at some of the basics sometimes, I'm looking forward to those. I don't think we ever did them before, and I'd really like to. That I want to sneak this time more. I really don't want these to devolve into big gunfights. Have you ever played Observer? No. Why does that sound familiar? I'm sure it's come up, but I have not played Observer. We don't know how skilled anybody is yet. We can't find out how skilled they are by scanning them yet. So we're not being picky.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Wild animals. Can we Fulton whatever yet? Like,
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones.
that's one way to get without wasting bullets. If you can knock them out, you can Fulton them. You actually have a conservation platform. That just looks horrible, me trying to kick a sheep in the face. So I'll stop, but I still want to use all my ammo. You can Fulton animals. You end up with a conservation platform. Conservation, by way of kicking them in the face. Don't mind the details. A Polish game featuring Rutger Hauer. You just recalled the game for no specific reason. I like recalling things for no specific reason.
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail.
Half the story of my life.
Keep your guard up.
We gotta grab the delivery ticket again. Woo, Observer's pretty cool from what you've seen. Pretty trippy. What sort of gameplay? guards actually sleeping? Do they not have people in the towers?
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
If we can get him out and Fulton him, that would be ideal. I see you. Can't seem to tag him. There might still be... Got a light up there. There's probably someone there, man, in the light. Guess it makes sense there's no one watching this lookout at night without a light. So, like a checkpoint. As we're coming into the camp here, I did not get a new checkpoint. The last checkpoint was before those two soldiers patrolling on the road. Didn't go racing into these. You guys stay on me. I don't want to be all impatient here. We're playing a stealth game, and I would like to be patient. It's gonna take some discipline I may or may not have. I decided not to bring flares. Get extra supply drops with this loadout, and kind of regretting it. What was the longest game you've played? The most time I've spent on a single playthrough in a game? Is that what you mean? Spent 210 hours in the first Witcher 3 playthrough here on stream. Blind, Death March. I think it was that. Single playthrough, probably that. Might have to not Fulton this guy. We get spotted doing it. He'd get spotted. We don't need that. Psychological horror. First person. Steam Eater. We may have talked about it on stream. May have brought it up as well. Does sound cool. Different. What's the longest game you've ever played? Walking Dead or anyone? If I ran to get to the other end here, I wonder if they would. You know what? 35 meters would see anyways. Guys do. What game felt like the longest playthrough? Ah. Risky. If they keep moving, I should be able to grab them both one at a time quietly. If we get spotted... Of course that won't work. Oh, he stopped. He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn. Don't turn yet. Don't turn yet. Turn yet. Don't turn yet. That was way close. These people yell when they get Fultoned. I don't know if these will. When they're knocked out. Would they really yell when they get Fultoned? They shouldn't.
destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost.
Can't just
But of
bust in while
course,
he's
the
there.
enemy will realize something's up.
Through the window,
If you're
for
gonna
example.
do it, be quick.
Gonna see us. Can I...
That's the target.
I should have brought
I gotta say, it would
C4.
be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out.
Can I go? I can't go over that. I haven't scouted much out the back. Basically nothing. Guy in the tower. And there might be a guard right through this door. For all I know. Okay, lookout tower's back there. 90 meters.
Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven.
We can be
Boss,
done by
your
leaving.
Objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
If we're going for rank, of course we want to be quick as well as quiet, and we could bail now. Did I actually get a checkpoint? Anybody see? And we got the objective. Sunrise imminent. Maybe we shouldn't hang around. $50 meters is kind of looking this way. Plus daytime. I want to use the rest of our Fultons. No traces will always give you enough? Really? I didn't know that. Will always give you enough? Huh. Then let's get the heck out of here. What an unfinished sentence and thought from before was that I want to do the return to ACC instead of calling the helicopter. Save money. Costs every time we got to call that helicopter. So I don't want to do it. Is that a mines or is that a diamond? Where I walk into it and explode. It's a diamond, right?
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
Checkpoint. Personnel, new skill. Let's see, you stopped playing games in the early 90s in favor of programming. Reborn as a gamer, 2017. Little Big Planet.
That's it. You
3
made it
with
out
your
of the
daughter.
hospital.
Coming in.
Follow with The
Side of
Last
enemy.
of Us.
Mission complete, boss.
Yeah! Quadias, thank you for the
All right.
host.
Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
So, no traces bonus. We didn't get. Perfect stealth, no kills. Again, I'm not worried about the S ranks, but time. I thought time was such a misweighted category. If you take too long, just don't rack up enough points. If you go fast, you rack up so many points. We got the no reflex bonus, no kills. I didn't get a bonus for no retries. Is that because I restarted the whole mission? Oh, and I did a checkpoint. I didn't get the no retry bonus. So does that doesn't count as no traces? Is it different? No trace? Got the commander extracted. It was all good. Port helicopter armament can now be developed to be able
How
to
you
set
feeling,
the
boss? Getting used to being in the field again?
Ride of the Valkyries.
Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed. Remember the guys you brought back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago?
Ground Zero.
Believe it or not,
Bonus
some
from
of
there.
them survived that hell we went
Yeah!
through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they want it in. They're good men. Our brothers in fate.
I like it.
They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
Kojima-san, thank you. Yeah. Look at that. Oh. Amber Fox. Gold Fox. Grizzly Hedgehog. Booker Chameleon. Wild Harrier. Okay, I don't know how many people we got. At some point we'll be skipping the list of everyone we just picked up on a mission. Extracted Silent Mastodon. I'm more interested in the specials. Gunman. Moon Rooster. Troublemaker. Oh, that's his skill. Troublemaker. And we got to consider not putting them into any groups. I don't know. What do you do with your troublemakers if you've played this game? Do you just fire them? Or do you try and keep them around? I know not. You fire them. You just fire them.
Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Didi, come back!
This is the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
DD, right? Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Didi.
Development. Check right in. Some things are instant, some things take time. iDroid, upgrade, speaker function. That's its upgrade for rank 2 speaker function. Splitter. Wear when operating vehicles or weapon emplacements to blend in. Alright, analyzer function. Now we can start analyzing troops. Only up to rank B for now. Someone's a rank A, or we won't be seeing rank S's around. We won't know, but that's okay. We can upgrade primary trank pistol. Woo! The Winderger. Effective range up. Undermount, lower option slot. Flashlight, stopping power up. Fackle. Oh, this caseless grenade launcher. I do like this. I remember this. Thunk, thunk, thunk. It has a nice sound when you fire off the grenades. Thunk, thunk. Simplified construction. All around better shooting experience. Grenades. Internalized propellant means weaker capabilities than similar ammunition. Yeah, but... A capture cage. Placing these in the area of operations enables humane capture of small to mid-sized animals. Support unit will handle extraction of captured animals. And also trank or otherwise knock them out and Fulton animals. It took almost 3 years! Hey, Gratz Yankee. Yeah. This is many more. Mm-hmm. Let's go look at our helicopter now that it's on here. We don't necessarily want to... We can upgrade the helicopter in various ways, but it'll cost more to deploy in upgraded form. So depending on what we do with it, how we're using it, we may or may not want to use deploy upgraded versions. I think once you've upgraded it, you can still select a lower tier version. We can give it rockets, which will be useful. Flares, armor, stuff. Oh, and the speaker, if we wanted to blast right at the Valkyries, and I do, we have to do that. Buddy equipment. D-Dog's going to have his own section here. Timpika, can't remember, but what's that? Oh, the little dog again. We don't have any control over it yet. We will, but we don't yet. Battle dress, reinforced with bulletproof ceramic plates. Good. D-Horse deserves not to die. Staff management. Ah, I snuck on at the last second. It worked out. Aha. Ah. People are automatically being placed into units for their skills. Why, what is the locked symbol? Is that direct contract? Like Hideo has already been put under direct contract, or what does the lock mean? Can't be lost. Kind of like having them under direct contract. Oh, I don't have many teams yet. Can't build up the base yet, maybe. So even though Kojima-san would be better on Intel, still an A+ on R&D, and we got him on R&D. Support unit. Amber Fox, not too bad at R&D. A little better at support, so her auto assignment put her there. Where's the troublemaker? Switch displays. Skill. Where's that troublemaker? He wasn't very good at anything anyways. Causes trouble within the unit, injuring staff. Change assignment. GTFO. But this will take our R&D unit down to 6. We've already crafted all the stuff I can craft for now, so I'm not worried about that. We'll have more people, we can always juggle them around. But even his crappy R&D skills were helping the team at this low level. I think he was the only one. More troublemakers. Can't get along with your fellow human beings. In GTFO. That tapes. Why do we have 8 more tapes? Why do we have 8 more tapes? 8 more tapes. We just ran 1 mission. Why do we have 8 more tapes? Tangerine. Got up at the little outpost. It's in America. And our iDroid can now... We can play this stuff in our ear or out loud where we could even be heard by the enemy. Where'd they give you that choice? In case you want to be heard by the enemy playing your music. Use it as a... Hi to your body. It'd be hard to use it as a good diversion. Alright, tape time. We're gonna keep up with the tapes in this game. We better keep up with the tapes in this game.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
Oak the
That
other
wasn't
menus.
my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the Zero line that day. The
Get the
Afghan
interpreter
side.
next.
On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls.
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated...
Sorry about cutting off the sound there. Where did we
me
set
were
the...
just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us,
Music in
the
the
way they moved
helicopter.
was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base.
Catching the
World
smoke in the
would consider
corner.
us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are.
Boss, if you need supplies...
The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts,
Now.
we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what
We haven't
you're doing.
deployed the upgraded versions.
Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago.
We'll have them on
Only
us.
this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
Networking. In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out
Much
on
healthier
missions,
that way.
intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. Roger. Chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan,
I forgot to grab
their
the
agencies are bursting
tag
at the
in the
seams
mission
for
when we
funding.
were redoing it.
Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America is
See
the
if he keeps
closest
playing
I
when we
like.
get on.
But we have Amanda and her people to help in that department.
It's seamless,
And
that'd be
besides,
nice.
The Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us.
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South
Fog?
Africa is home to some
What's
heavy
that fog?
BFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end,
Blinding
they accepted
fog.
help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles.
Cut him off. Not until then.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of
Browns.
staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed
Sounds like the
from
same
there.
voice on the radio in
As long
PT,
as you
huh?
need to consider all your options.
I don't know about that. Turn around. Hi, by the way. Daily bonus. We'll get the last 2 tapes. I was looking for 2 things on the menu, and maybe we'll be able to see them now that we're back in the ACC. They've announced it as the ACC. Maybe we can set the music in the helicopter and change some of our... we'll have to wait for the mission briefing to change some stuff there.
So, Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but
It's a lot
then
of
the
stuff.
work dried up.
All this fun.
Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade.
Ooh.
Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end.
Customize, there it
But
is.
eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond docks.
Last 8. Now,
The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas.
and let's go get an
It means
interpreter.
indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Okay. Right up side of the road near Spugmay Keep. Higher grade versions of your currently equipped weapons, items exist. Would you like to equip them now? Yes! Makes things a lot easier. Did it do that for both loadouts? No! So let's do a couple things here. Equipment. Decided that the flare, I also wanted to have the flare even in the most basic loadout in case we need to call for extra. Only upgraded automatically. It's upgraded version. Just get that to rank 2. I'm confused. How come loadout? Yeah. There. Why can't it also be there? Why wouldn't it show the upgraded version? Missing off. Elston. On loadout 2, it did upgrade our scope and our iDroid. It did not automatically upgrade the pistol. Maybe if we tried to use that loadout, it would ask. Use loadout 1. Go. You only get the red reticle. You won't get that in iron sights, and you won't even get it normally if you're out of the effective range of the weapon.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
They are missions!
Be careful down there, boss.
Oh yeah, so we have to hover a little bit to get the scan. Now we can start choosing who we want to Fulton, but we still need every body we can get. Every warm body. Oh, and they're not even in the right direction. Should we go grab them anyways?
Yeah.
One of those. Is there a bee somewhere in there? That guy. We want that guy.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. It's simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race.
Just that guy. We don't need the
More
rest.
cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not super savvy, but it seems like that's not the most common thing. We should take advantage. We're gonna see D's and E's, and when we're lucky, C's for a while, right? Uh-oh. Go, go, go. Dude. Jeez. Don't look back. There, we know why that guy didn't see us. Clearly, because he sucks at everything. We scanned him, we know.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Checkpoint. We got him. He's good. Port unit leveled up. Yeah. Yeah, and Pro Scion, you saw we found Didi on the first mission after Mother Base, right? Heard him yapping. It was dark. Couldn't hardly see him. He was about the size of a cat. And yet.
log, there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to... That's the target.
The support unit. Buddy next to him. Nothing. Nothing. So, really, we only need the one guy, but we need warm bodies, so we'll take everyone here. I didn't grab everyone at the other camp because I wanted to get that B support unit and get a checkpoint and not screw the pooch. Yeah, this is all easy early game stuff, but I'm learning to play again. Let's see. Scripted to spawn at the start of any mission until you pick him up. Oh, any mission. That explains it. So you just have to pay attention. He'll be small and yappy, and you might just miss him. But he's there every time until... Huh. Guess that makes sense. Remember where all my stuff is. Yeah. Right?
That Soviet soldier in the Green Beret is speaking English. Must be a language specialist. With him on our side, we'd be capable of Russian interpretation support. Try and extract him.
Hey, you're an interpreter. Maybe you can speak.
Talk.
Your English is pretty good. American?
Where are your friends?
They don't tell me anything. Let me go. No, I won't let you go. You're working for us now.
Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Did anybody see the story going around about a certain type of plant called the giant hogweed? Grows many feet tall, huge wide leaves. Looks kind of like, also related to a carrot. It's kind of like Queen Anne's lace, which is a small one and harmless. But apparently the sap from this giant hogweed is so dangerous, you will get third-degree burns, most likely, and the scars may last months. And the reason the sap does cause those burns is not directly, but because they make you so sensitive to UV light that your exposure to normal sunlight in minutes can cause third-degree burns. So if you just brush up against this plant, a relative of the carrot, that's why that made me think of it, the giant hogweed, you're pretty screwed. The people who clean this stuff up, they wear lightweight hazmat type suits, or they clean it up at night, and oh well. Creepy plant. Yes, exactly. Skullface, it's just plausible. Fell into a bush of those. Might be able to walk right into the other side up. As far as that, that's a ways. I'm gonna go anyways. I'm gonna just go, cause go. 3,000 meters. Why not? We'll just kind of free roam our way there. Put on some music. We don't have a lot of We don't have a lot of tracks here. We do have a lot of in-game tracks. Those are good. Oh well, let's just play those. We can build up our bond with D-Horse a bit more. Forgot to give D-Horse armor? We didn't make armor yet. What am I thinking of? Battle dress. Yeah, we did get some battle dress. D-Horse doesn't have the battle dress yet. Forgot to equip it. Let's try not to get him killed. Support unit leveled up. We can make an upgraded Ellie. Back past the outpost I didn't clear. I'm not going to stop for those soldiers. I don't think there were resources. If you look at the map, often we will find resources. Wormwood, obtained. Things that we've already collected will show up. Obtained. Obtained. Those won't respawn. Right? Obtained.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this game. It's a sandbox. Big sandbox, lots of toys. Run my night vision while we're riding. So damn dark. Now our night vision goggles have batteries that automatically recharge, right? Automatic. You just take them off and they'll recharge. And in these, cleared them. This is where we got the info on Kaz at the beginning. Picked up a tape in there. Later on when we've upgraded night vision goggles, that'll be sweet. The basics don't work so great. They still look really cool, but from a distance, I don't know, does the distance get upgraded? Their sensitivity gets upgraded. Does that mean you can spot a plant? Do you see the plant? Alright, I'll put my bitch in. They're already working pretty well. If I can spot a plant from that far away, it stands out. Black carrot, yeah. So you see how the carrot has kind of a lacy top? Carrot parts underneath the ground, and then the top is what it is. Why am I going back through this camp? Maybe we'll find a decent soldier to pick up. Shit on me. Batteries on the night vision just wore off. Out. Another bee. Damn, we gotta grab him now? We might have to grab him. Oh yeah, we have an interpreter now. Shit, is it the guy in the truck? We're gonna lose him. Seem to have hitched a ride. I hope it's one of these guys. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't even know if it's one of these guys. I hope it is, though. Uh-oh. I wonder if I threw a smoke grenade out in front, would they stop to investigate? Sweet. Worked. See? Sandbox. Love it. Now which one of these guys was a bee? Shit, someone else is coming. I hope it was one of these guys. Yes! It was you! It was you. Aha! We got him. Alright, Prosan. Going back. All our domesticated plants are really quite different from how they started.
The rest to us.
They've gone through thousands of years of artificial selection. I want to get in. Get in. Get in. For instance, tomatoes are supposed to have been much more flavorful when they were first discovered. Farmers select for yield rather than flavor, so things have become more bland over time. Yeah. Yes, I'm off-road. I kind of want to go by that outpost. They might not... Would they notice it's Snake driving? R&D team, level back. Why did he make it to the R&D team? He was a support guy. Fun with smoke grenades. That really kind of worked out. The smoke grenade that I threw in the back of the truck, I would have been spotted getting in the truck, wouldn't I have? I kind of was. The smoke was, and I kind of would have. Hold on, what's the brake? Brake. Am I driving a horse? I'm trying to arrest the truck's movement like D-horse. I forgot what I was thinking about. I have a horn. Beep beep. I cut the engine? You can... Oh, that's badass! Engine. Coast. Yeah, that's really cool. This is an outpost. This will just...
So if sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make
See,
you
oh, don't try driving in a
enemy
sandstorm.
Use the situation to your advantage.
My advantage. In other words, don't just keep driving into the darkness. Sandstorm's gonna clear shortly, and I didn't spot anybody else who might be in camp. Meant to throw him, but I hear footsteps. Maybe there's someone in the lookout. Oh, there's someone sleeping right here. Nice. Yeah. Actually,
Speak. Where are your friends?
specialist. Posted a specialist on the map. Should check that out. Yeah, he's not special. That's not a special guy. See, combat.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Guy who's stunned up there, he's gonna wake up at some point.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hey, Rex. Hi. Was distracted. Pleasantly distracted. Also, your name is the same color as Procyon, so in my peripheral vision, I saw orange. And I didn't realize there was more text. How are you doing? Jay! 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 Maybe you typed that all very quickly. Is the on-screen chat working? Yeah, it is. You just came online? Well, I'm just really stoked to be playing this game again. Fun is that? Truck, that's where I left the truck. The specialist. He said the specialist would be marked on the map. So what would that look like? Soviet soldier. Next to the common metal. Would that be the specialist? The side op I'm heading to is highly skilled soldiers, so these might overlap. The guy told us about a specialist. It could even be the person in the side op we're doing. Hey Rex, you know how long it's been since I've played this? 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
It's already fun all over again.
Yeah.
Just starting to get my bearings again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say I feel comfortable with the buttons yet, but
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah.
this... I haven't played this in 2 years.
Whoa, whoa!
C, medical. C, support. Alright, we're grabbing people here. Anybody in the tower? Even though the dramatic music is all out of place, it's still good, isn't it? I'm enjoying having a bit of a soundtrack. Third guy. Over there. Oh, we know he's there.
Служил на Украине? Да, когда был еще ребенком. И что? Моего двоюродного брата собираются отправить на Запад. Он мне сказал,
It's music for a firefight. Yeah.
Много мне меня. Действительно изучал ядерные технологии. Если честно, я теперь не завидуюсь. Я в каждый день сижу и
I do what I want.
кошмар невежества. Думаешь, не во все слышится. Только в городах есть крупное ядерное оружие.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Говорят, советские реакторы самые надежные в мире.
Надеюсь, ты прав.
Давай.
It did get pretty loud there. 4 guys. And now we got Ride of the Valkyries. Okay. Have a lot of time here while that other guy's smoking. Another bee. He was sleeping, we didn't really have to do that. Could have just left him sleeping for a minute. We only have 1 Fulton left. We'll have to call in a supply drop.
You gotta extract him.
Ammo Fulton.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Coming! Alright. Walking Dad. Have fun yourself. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time. Beach! You know that song, huh? Yo. You should. Someone loved deterrence, I think.
Patching it through.
Trombones! Thank you for the host, sir. Greetings. The calm version of the fight against
You gotta
Baz.
extract him.
Baz. Yes. you are. Wow, I'm having a lot of fun with this game already. Such a cool game to play. So cheers, man. Happy Friday. Good to see you. So the highly skilled soldier is one of the snipers. Ah.
That's the target.
Okay. Let's go around that way.
Boss, get down. The enemy
Sniper.
sniper.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go really
Stay low
wide.
and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
But we gotta cross the bridge. But okay, I see the setup here. Because we can't just grumble. We don't want to, we're not going the long way. We can't cross this bridge, so we really want to try to... Damn. Wonder if there's a, there's a crevasse we can climb in. I haven't thought about these in a long time.
That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Gotta remember to look for those. Probably another one. Without having to come this far down the river. Trombones, you think you may have gotten a really good thing? Ooh. I'd like to work X hours instead. Promising. What's the next step? Did you say yes, or are you looking for more info? There may not be another crack we can just climb here. We might have to go around. Can't just climb any old crack. They're not the only ones. I think there's a third or a fourth sniper out here. Don't fall down. The other guy got out of the... Shit. That was beautiful.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Shit. All I had to do was Fulton him and just wait. Or go walking blindly near the cliff in the smoke grenade that I just stopped. Uh-huh. Any of those count? Maybe?
That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Gravity balls. Wasn't what QTE?
That's the target.
Oh, the worst enemies. No, worst and hardest and... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. And the way they're facing, we might even be able to just grab the specialist. The awful peripheral vision these guys have. It's possible I wouldn't notice. Count on it, though. Yeah, contact. That'll do. One guy.
He's coming too. Roger that.
R&D level 9. Yeah, let's get back to the ACC. We've got new stuff to develop before we get involved in any more missions proper. We do have. What are our other missions? Where are they? May as well look. Tracked the engineer. Walks into barracks. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the ACC. Take our first break soon, too. I don't know if we're going for 4 hours today or 5 or 6, so we're due a break. Let's check on development stuff.
Boss, as requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
New cardboard box. Upgraded flare supply. Does that mean we get more supplies? Better hand grenades. Of course we want that. I just equip that? I don't think I equipped it. SVG. Get the shotgun developments here. This is the one that turns into a rubber bullets or sandbags or whatever it fires. Air shock round. Oh, it says air right on it. If we want to develop that as we move towards a non-lethal version. Also a non-lethal version of that. That requires an even higher R&D team. There, so looking at the SVG. Have to make everything. We have plenty of GMP now, but things will just cost more and more and more, so why spend the extra few $100,000 right now? Stuff we're not going to use. Customize. Where was... Back to the helicopter. Where's the music? At the music. It has a speaker. Chassis. Weapon. Option. That's not the speaker. Anything. No new tapes. Support Russian. Our support team. We accidentally misplace anyone. We have people like Fire Gibbon. We don't have a combat team yet or an intel team yet. Some people are misplaced, but can't really help that for now. Alright, that looks good. No reason to mess with that. I want to stay up with side ops as well. Later on, we'll be a bit overwhelmed. So many will open up. A lot of them will just be versions of each other. But right now, when there's only a few, going and playing the game, so we may as well do the side ops when they're there, and then we'll go back to main ops. Let me take a break. I will see you all back here in about 10 minutes. If you lose anyone, have a good day. Otherwise, back in 10.